To be behind the wheel of one of these for a very long time. I cannot wait to hear how this sounds. That's exactly how it should sound. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Garage 99. In today's video, we have a beautiful, amazing car I could not be more happy to review. It is a 2012 Maserati Gran Turismo MC Edition. So I'm not entirely sure what the MC Edition is as opposed to the regular one. However, this one is just chock full of carbon fiber. There's carbon fiber everywhere. I'm going to try and pan from what you guys can see in the camera. This is all carbon fiber. Full steering wheel, door inserts, dashboard, gauge cluster. Top of this sill right here, it says MC Sportline on it. There's just a ton of leather, carbon fiber, and suede. The whole headliner is all suede. The pillars, everything up there. I absolutely love this thing. Wow. We haven't even gone anywhere yet. All right. Alrighty, so let's get this thing on the road, huh? Guys, huge shout out to Monicatti Auto Sales. They are the wonderful people who have provided us with using this vehicle today. They're located at I-94 and Fairhaven Road out in Chesterfield, New Haven area. First off, right off the bat, this car is very sporty feeling. This is it's a pretty solid ride. I like it. It makes you just get into it and you just part of the car with this thing. Steering is incredibly tight right off the bat. It's got beautiful giant paddles that are actually column mounted, not steering wheel mounted. That's pretty different. Usually they mount them to the steering wheel. Bits and pieces of information about this car. It is a 4.7 liter V8 making 444 horsepower and 400-ish pound-feet of torque, coming out of a 6-speed rear-wheel drive configuration. Actually, we're going to wait until she warms up a little bit to give her some juice. Man, this thing just kind of commands the road. It is such a menacing looking car. It sounds so mean too. So this vehicle came out in 2007, and I'm not entirely sure what their thought process was, but they did it right, because as a lot of people know, Maserati doesn't make a very quality product as a whole, except for this vehicle. This is a timeless vehicle. You can still get one of these in 2020, which means it is a 13-year span with a few modifications here and there of making it more modern, making it more advanced to keep it up with a brand new vehicle. But yeah, this is pretty much it. And from 2007 to 2020, you don't get much different of a vehicle. This is as good as it gets. This car weighs 4,150 pounds, which makes it a little heavier on the two-door, four-seater lineup. Like a Mustang weighs about 3,700 pounds, and a Challenger weighs about 4,400 pounds. So it's kind of in the middle of that range. It does 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds, which is pretty reasonable, especially back in 2012. You compare that to similar V8 two-doors, that's probably right in the median. What other cars, though, lack that this car does not is luxury. This car has an analog clock in the middle of the dashboard. It's beautiful. It has the Maserati Trident in it. The gauges are all pretty incredible with digital information in the middle of it. In 2012, that was pretty advanced for itself. Steering wheel's, outside of the beautiful carbon fiber and the chrome pieces, it's pretty simple. They don't make it too complicated for you. There is actually Bluetooth and dial buttons and everything in the center stack, along with the CD player, so you can actually dial somebody through a phone in 2012 in this car. I think that was pretty much just coming out at the time. I don't think there is any way to control the suspension. Oh, there's a sport mode though. Sport mode immediately downshifted itself, and now it shows in the middle that I went from auto into sport mode. Good Lord, this car sounds good. All right. While we are not on the freeway, we just got off in our typical spot we turn around at. We're going to go ahead and crack the windows down just a little bit so we can hear, subjectively, the best sounding V8 ever created. Hate me for it if you want, but I love this car. Now, when these cars first came out, it did have a 4.2 liter V8. This is a 4.7 liter V8. I don't know how much they changed with that, but I do know they all sound amazing. This car was $140,000 brand new. I don't know if you guys have seen it on the website how much Monicatti is selling it for, but it's a lot less than that. So this thing is a massive bargain. I'm sure you can imagine with that kind of horsepower, with everything that this thing wants to do, it doesn't get the best mileage. It's about 13 city and 21 highway, which is less than reasonable. But oh my God, would you just listen to that thing? Who cares about mileage when you're driving this? Oh, that is a good sounding engine, I'll tell you what. It even has, why would it have an ice setting? That's such an interesting thing. Nobody, who goes out in a winter storm and says, all right, I'm taking the Maserati, let's go. I guess when you're a baller and this is your winter, your daily beater, I don't know, that's kind of funny though. All right, so we're getting on the on-ramp here. Maybe we'll crack these just a little bit less here. Gets serious, that's because this car is way too cool for me to have fun at the time, and you gotta pay attention. This car is an animal. Wow, does that sound beautiful. Oh, wow. I'm trying to be unbiased about this review because this is a vehicle on my top 10 vehicles I want to own. Let me just downshift a couple times. Oh, it's beautiful. Actually, cruising speed, once you're just kind of cruising around, it's not so bad. You can still hear it, but you just hear the high pitch of it. You don't hear like the low bassy pitch where it creates that drone. It just gives you that audible sensation that you're still in your Maserati, but you know, you got places to be, things to do. You don't want to be bothered by it. There's nothing not to love about this car. People are always saying, oh, well, why is that car so much more expensive than this car? It's just an experience. It's a status symbol. It's a lifestyle. There's just so much more to it than just simply driving what most American muscle and sports cars are, you know. Oh, this car sounds so good. I'm in love with this car. There's nothing else to say about it. That's pretty much it. It is very, very, very tight steering too. Not very heavy. It's got a good sized steering wheel, which really helps and consistently reminds you that it's an all carbon fiber steering wheel. But we are going to go ahead and take this over to the park and talk a little bit more about the insides and get an exhaust clip for you guys. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you didn't know, this engine is derived and sourced from Ferrari. This is a Ferrari-derived engine, which is why it sounds so gosh darn good. Needless to say, I think Ferrari knows what they're doing. What could possibly be sticking to these tires right now? Alright, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys in the back. You can get an exhaust clip and hear just what I mean when I say this is the best sounding V8 on the planet. Oh, you just simply can't beat that. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take a look at the inside of this thing. So you've got your MC Sportline carbon fiber pieces that run along here. You've got beautiful carbon fiber that runs in here. You've got awesome Bose surround sound, top of the line, nothing but the best. Here you've got your column mounted paddle shifters. Left is down, right is up. All carbon fiber steering wheel. You've got carbon here. You've got carbon surrounding the gauge bezel. You've got your suede Alcantara all the way around the top. You've got your beautiful, very comfortable, heated power seat, memory seat, Maserati bucket seats. You've got your back seat, which, as you can assume, it's probably not the most useful thing on the planet, but that's okay. You know, you're not going to be bringing your family in this car. If you have to, you can. You've got your sport mode button, you've got your ice button, there's your beautiful analog clock up top, the navigation screen, Bluetooth settings, you got your carbon fiber shift knob, electronic parking brake here. Then go back to the outside. You've got your absolutely beautiful, beautiful car. I mean, this thing just screams luxury. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this thing. I'm obsessed with it. It's just got the most unique, beautiful body lines. This is kind of Maseratti's signature style, those 3 holes like that. All functioning scoops. Nothing is fake on this car. It's functional, real scoops in the hood. You've got 285 3520s in the back on some aftermarket forged wheels, I believe. Drilled and slotted rotors. 6-piston front, 4-piston rear. You got your giant, beautiful grille with the Maserati Trident in the front, with the MC bumper. You got your beautiful duckbill back here. Your exhaust built into the rear bumper. Let's see if we can't pop the hood for you guys. And there is the beautiful beast of a power plant underneath the hood. Your 4.7 liter V8. It actually has a very Ferrari-esque look to it too. That is awesome. It's not boring. I mean, it covers all the stuff, kind of keeps it centered. So it's like, stare at the engine. You have nothing else to see here. But guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to Monicatti Auto Sales. They're located over here. I'm gonna put a link in the description below so you guys can check it out. This vehicle is for sale. It is available. It's pretty well priced, and I wish I had the money. I would totally get this car. Needless to say, huge shout out to them. Thank you so much, Mike and the guys over there at Monicatti. This vehicle is, I didn't ever think in my life I'd be driving this vehicle, honestly. It's amazing to have the opportunity to drive it. I couldn't do it without them. On that note, guys, if you want to watch more videos like this, I'm going to have a couple videos a week doing reviews and a video a week doing my normal channel stuff. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Peace out. Keep turning those gears.